Hello and welcome back to the TomFM channel. Hope you're all doing well today. Slightly different video for you because, as you can see, this isn't Football Manager. Instead, we are going to be playing Geoguessr. And Geoguessr is a web browser game where you get put into Google Maps and you go into Street View. And from where you are in Street View, you then have to guess where you are in the world exactly. You plot that on a map. The closer you are to your guess, then you get more points. It's as simple as that, really. What we're doing, though, is playing a slightly different version of Geoguessr. Instead, we are playing European stadiums, which is essentially just a pack of 200 stadiums. We get put in a couple of them, and we have to try and guess exactly where we are. According to this, the average score is 15,852, so that's what we're going to try and beat today. I reckon we can do it. So not really much explanation at all. That's how simple it is. Let's jump in. So, the first one has come up and, well, this is what we've been given. This is what we've got to work with, apparently, which looks brilliant. Right, what I can see off the bat then is this bit here, Turkish flag. So we are definitely in Turkey somewhere, but that doesn't really help with much else. There's not really any branding anywhere, anything like that. There's a bit of red seating there. That doesn't really make much of a difference. I think there is a bit of lettering maybe here because they look like maybe a bit of lettering. I don't know. We can't see it either way. This is all we've got to go off. The seats are grey, green. All we know is we're in Turkey and there's a few mountains in the background, but that's probably pretty standard. So if we get the map up here, look, if we make this a bit bigger. Can we make it a bit bigger again? There we go. That's good. Right, that's Germany. We don't want to be in Germany. We want to be looking down here in Turkey. Now, it's not Istanbul. I 100% know it's not an Istanbul club because I've been to Istanbul. I've seen a few of the stadiums. That's not Istanbul. I'm thinking this is more of a smaller, well, probably a top flight club still if they're in this pack, you know, on this thing. So maybe I'm leaning towards like a Trabzon, but it won't be a Trab. It's not Trabzonspor, is it? It's not them. What does that say there? That looks like an Olympic torch. I mean, I don't think it is. I don't think Turkey have held the Olympics, so it's not an Olympic torch or an official Olympic torch, I should say. But obviously, the athletics track around it does help us narrow things down a little bit. Yonka, I assume, is a sponsor as well. It's not going to be like a city name, is it? This is getting tough, isn't it? Right. Okay, we've got to get serious here. It's definitely not an Istanbul club. It's not Bursaspor, and I'm pretty sure it's not Trabzonspor either. That's really the extent of my Turkish footballing knowledge, if I'm honest with you. So now we have to sort of just think about it. I mean, I don't think it's going to be Ankara, but I'm not sure if they've got a big football club. So we might, I don't know, we could get a bit lucky with Ankara. If we have a look, because it would make sense to have a big stadium in the capital. What's this then? That's just the forest thing. Trying to find a stadium on this map as well is going to be very, very difficult. Okay, pretty centrally, there is a stadium here. If we zoom in on it a little bit. I mean, I don't really know what else to go for. I'm not quite sure what other cities are going to have a decent sized stadium. I'm only thinking this doesn't quite look big enough to have a running track around it, and I assume this is like central Ankara. I assume there's got to be more high rises around than this. There's mountains over in that direction, which actually could be. Oh, maybe. I've got no better answers, so let's just go for this. We'll say we're around here. Let's guess that. How far off are we? We're 500 kilometers away. I thought about looking in İzmir. Honestly, I thought about looking at it, but I wasn't sure if they had a football stadium or not. I mean, I wouldn't. To be fair, it does look a bit more like it, doesn't it? Okay, so we're not going to get a perfect score, obviously, as you can see. But we haven't done too badly on that first one. But that was a pretty tricky one, I've got to say. Play the next round then. What's the next one going to be? Hopefully, this is going to be a little bit easier for us if it wants to load. I'm uploading a video at the same time as this, which is probably why the internet is slow. Come on then. Is it going to show me anything at all? Okay, it's finally loaded, which is good to see, but it is very blurry. Although, is that an AFCB I can make out there? Oh, when I zoom, it's Bournemouth Stadium. You zoom in and it suddenly all becomes a bit clearer, but this is Bournemouth Stadium, so that's a really easy one. If we just zoom in here on Great Britain. I mean, I should not be doing this when I'm uploading a video because that just takes up all the internet, which is why it's taken a long time for anything to load. It's not ideal, is it really? Bournemouth is there. We're on the centre circle of the pitch pretty much. You have to actually find the stadium. I've not a clue whereabouts in Bournemouth it actually is, if we're being completely honest with ourselves here. It can't be too far away from the centre, can it? Let's keep looking around. There's the rugby club, apparently. There's a sports and recreation ground. Vitality Stadium. There we go. That's the one we want. We're pretty much on the centre circle, aren't we, in this picture? So we'll guess that. And apparently we are 20 metres away from where maximum points there, 5,000 points. That was a nice, much easier than the Turkish one, I've got to say. Let's go and play the next round. I've got a badge for that, apparently. What the hell's going on here? Oh, is this the Etihad? It's a concert. It's a bit of a weird one because it's not football, but this is a very, very blurry picture, but it's definitely a concert at the Etihad Stadium, I think. Or is it? Because now I'm having doubts. I don't think it is the Etihad anymore because that looks more... No, it's not the Etihad, is it? It's not quite right. The roof isn't quite right. So now, is this the Olympic Stadium in Berlin? No, because I think that has a lot of cutaway in the roof, doesn't it? Okay, this is actually a bit harder. I mean, it would help if I actually had a good picture to look at. And ideally at a sports game rather than it being a concert. Who's playing? I mean, I can't really make that out, if I'm honest. It looks like a rapper, maybe, because they've got a baseball cap on. That's what I'm going off there. So originally I said the Etihad, didn't I? But it's such a bad picture. You can't make out anything. Do we just go... No, it's not the Etihad, is it? It's not the Etihad. So we can't go for that. Or do we just... Oh, what am I... This is literally impossible, this one. What is going on here? This is a terrible picture. But obviously, I know the Etihad puts... Oh, but it's not. I don't know why I keep saying the Etihad, because it's not the Etihad at all. I think we can also rule out somewhere like Italy, because loads of Italian stadiums have this kind of, like, the entrance point there, down, left, right, up. You know, I feel like that's pretty normal for, like, Italian stadium, but it's not an Italian stadium, because it's too nice to be an Italian stadium. The people, what do they look like? To be fair, they all look fairly tanned. So maybe it is more Mediterranean. Perhaps. Maybe it is more Mediterranean. Am I thinking maybe a bit more Spain? I thought it was looks like an LA Lakers top, that does. It might be. Obviously, this isn't where the LA Lakers play basketball. Oh, okay. I'm going to go... It's got to be down here somewhere, hasn't it? I feel like it could be a Spanish side. I think it could be a Spanish side. Thinking about this. Which side? I don't know. Well, to be fair, most Spanish sides don't have roofs on the stadium, do they, actually? Now I'm thinking about that. So maybe it's not a Spanish side. Maybe it's a... They all look quite tanned, though. That's the thing. And it's got to be in Europe somewhere. But I feel like the stadiums... this is so difficult. Let's maybe just go centrally in Europe somewhere. Should we go centrally in Europe somewhere? That might just save us a little bit. Maybe just go for an Italian one. I know it's not Napoli's stadium, but Napoli's... It could be, couldn't it? I don't know. No, I'm sure it's not, but... I'm getting that southern European vibe from the stadium. There's the airport. I've no idea where the stadium actually is in Naples. Come on, where is it? Is that it? No, that's a park or something. Come on. I'm looking at... Because usually the stadium names are quite big in this sort of thing. So you can kind of guess it, can't you? But it's not there, is it? It's not going to be there. This is actually really tough. I've had quite a tough one. I know it's not Marseille. That's quite a cool stadium. It's not Toulouse, but... Toulouse, it feels like a Spanish, maybe French stadium. Can we find a stadium in Toulouse? I know they don't even play in blue, do they? And most of these seats are blue, I think, aren't they? Where's the actual stadium, though? Finding a stadium would be nice, wouldn't it? We could actually get that up. That would help us out massively. This is the hardest bit, finding the stadiums on the map, isn't it? Jeez, I did not expect it to be this hard. There's the stadium here. I mean, I don't think it's the Toulouse stadium. We're just going to put that for now, because I literally do not know where else this could be. I've now got to wait for an advert because I've just signed up for a free account to play this. If you want to play this actual stadium one, you have to sign up for a free account, and then you can only play it once a day apparently as well, which is a bit weird. And then also apparently you've got to now pay as well. Okay. Oh, we weren't too far. It's a Paris. Paris. I did not think that was Paris. Which one is it? Saint Denis or Saint Denis? I didn't think it was that one. Stade de France. I mean, I'm kicking myself now because that's a really nice stadium. I'm a bit annoyed, but at least I was right country. At least I got the right country, but that's frustrating. Okay, let's keep going then. What on earth is this? This is Marseille Stadium. You can tell from the roof and how it looks. This is most definitely Marseille Stadium. So we go straight down here. Let's have a look. We've had two really difficult ones and two really easy ones, I think. Marseille State, I think it's like pretty close to the seafront somewhere. I mean, it's just a case of finding it now, isn't it? I can't. Is this it? Hippodrome, Marseille, because Hippodrome's like that's like a horse racing track. Or well, I don't actually know what the stadium's called. Velodrome. That's it. The Velodrome. That's the one. And we are in one of the corners, aren't we? So we'll go in the middle of the pitch just to be on the safe side. That's looking, if we look north, it's align this to look north, please. Oh no, that's directly south. So that means we're like here, aren't we? We'll go there, guess that. We are 49 metres away, so yeah, pretty decent that. That was a good guess from us. And then we've got one final round now. We're on 14,000 points, so we are just above the average, I think so. That's pretty good. What on earth is this then? Oh, well, it's Coventry. There we go. The Ricoh Arena, Coventry and Wasps as well. That's a pretty simple one. To be fair, two of them have been massive challenges, but three of them have been just straight away. I've known exactly what it is. Coventry, there it is. We just find the Ricoh Arena in Coventry. I'm not entirely sure where it is in Coventry, actually. I probably should know. I mean, it's not coming up, to be fair. What's that? That's a golf course. I mean, plenty of golf courses and cemeteries are coming up, but not the stadium for some reason. It looks more like a suburban area, doesn't it, this bit? So, like, obviously we're not going to go pretty central. That's a bit... Come on, where is it? It kind of looked like it's on a ring road, so I think we just follow the ring road around and just kind of hope it comes up at some point on the ring road. No? Come on, where is it? Well, it's not on that ring road, definitely. Oh, there it is. There it is. That was... Should have seen that earlier on. I didn't really look, did I? And then we are outside, like, a road on the corner, aren't we? That's a big roundabout, isn't it? I think we're like here, or yeah, let's go there. Let's guess that then. We are literally 5 meters away from where that photo is taken. Brilliant. So that was another good one there. We've ended up on 19,188 points, which is pretty good. Obviously, we were a bit far away with the Stade de France and obviously the one in Turkey. They were very difficult, but spot on with the other ones. I was pleased with that. So I'll tell you what, I really enjoyed that actually. If you want me to do that again, let me know in the comment section and we'll definitely do this again and hopefully get closer to getting maximum points because I really enjoyed that. Of course, I will leave a link to this in the description as well if you want to play it yourself. If you do play it, let me know how you get on because I'd love to know how you get on. I think it's really interesting. But until then, have a good one and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.